Want some good news?
You're here?
I am here. You want even better news?
Yeah.
You're here.
Oh.
Want even better news?
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Welcome back. I'm Sean.
And I'm Jen.
And today, we're going to dig into each other's brains and our minds and...
Ow? I already have a headache. Like, don't do that.
But no.
Like, the way you use your finger, I was like, ow.
It's massaging the brain.
No.
But no, we found a list of thought-provoking questions for couples.
Oh, thought-provoking?
Yes, apparently these are
tired.
designed to make... Oh, me too. But these are designed to ask, not your standard, so, who did you want to be when you grew up? Those kind of
Captain
questions.
Janeway.
Batman. But it's apparently more thought-provoking and more like, I guess, discussion-based kind of thing.
Okay.
So,
I'll take it.
you ready to get started?
Yeah.
All right. So the first question, who was your first crush and what were they like? Now, I'm assuming we're not doing celebrity crush like actual...
Oh, are we not doing Celebrity Crush?
I think should we do celebrity crush or should we do the person that we liked in school or whoever?
I'm asking you. You decide, but quickly.
I say let's talk about our first actual crush, not like at a
Okay.
celebrity.
First actual crush.
Uh-huh.
Okay, mine's kind of sad.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
His name was Kevin,
Mm-hmm.
and he had that bowl cut that girls really liked back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And he was super cute, super nice, definitely not into me. Every girl was into him. He was the only freshman in high school that had a car. He had a champagne over chocolate Corvette.
Mm-hmm.
And he said it just like that, those words. He actually passed away junior year. That's why I'm like, that's kind of sad.
Uh-huh.
But he and his car passed away on the same day.
Oh.
So, but he was really cool.
I'm trying to think about my first crush because, like, you know, you like people, but you don't know if they're like a crush. I would have to say my first crush, like full blown like crush.
Has the word crush lost all meaning since he said it 17 times?
Wow, wow. It was this girl named Amber. She
Okay.
had red hair. She went to school with me. Couldn't stand me, but she was cute. And
Isn't that always how it is?
I thought she was so funny, but she wanted nothing to do with
Isn't
me.
that always how it is? Your first crush, like, literally wants nothing to do with you?
Mm-hmm.
That's basically it.
Hope you have a good life, Amber.
I'm over here like, mine was really sweet, and...
Mine's a jerk. No. Actually, she was nice. It just, we had different social circles. Number 2, can you describe what your first heartbreak was like?
The last episode of Voyager.
Wow. Like,
No, for real, that was my first heartbreak. The last episode of Voyager. My heart absolutely broke. The writers did something completely unforgivable, and even the actors, even the directors didn't agree with this decision. It wasn't even the writers that did it. It was one specific producer that decided to do it, and to this day, no one but that producer agrees with that decision, and it literally broke my heart. I know that that's not what the question was asking, but I don't have a whole lot of actual heartbreak from relationships in my life, because most of the breakups that I've had have been like a good decision. That it's the last episode of Star Trek Voyager. Absolutely, I cried for weeks.
I was 13. I dated a girl for a year. And, like, we were together for a year. I was like, this is the coolest thing. You know, this girl's awesome. And then she decided to break up with me and because she liked this other guy at her school. We went to separate schools. And I was heartbroken because I was like, I thought she liked me. She did until she found him.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, happier question?
So not what was the biggest lesson from your worst breakup?
Oh. No, we should do that.
Okay, what was the biggest lesson from your worst breakup?
You go first.
Don't give her all your money.
That's a pretty good lesson right there. It doesn't matter if you matter to them anymore. That was the biggest lesson. I am still learning every day. It doesn't matter if you don't matter to them, because they don't need to matter to you, even if they do. Still learning.
I like it.
So you're learning stuff today.
What's something you used to believe about relationships but no longer do?
I think I used to believe that they all follow the same formula, that relationships have a formula. You know, you go on a date, you get to know each other, you start seeing each other, then you become exclusive, then you become engaged, and then married, and then divorced, right? I think I always believed that, like, relationships had that kind of formula, and over the years I've learned that that is absolutely not true. Like, you and I did not become a thing that way.
No.
So that's how TV makes you think it happens. It's how a movie makes you think it happens, but no, that is not how relationships work.
The cats are being crazy. I always thought that in relationships, if you broke up, you were supposed to hate the person. That there was no friendship after it, that it was just over. Because that's what you see on TV.
That is also what you see on TV, and that is also not true.
Yeah.
At all.
So, yeah.
Wow.
All right. Number 5. What's something that you were afraid of as a child?
It says something surprising.
Oh, something surprising that you were afraid of as a child.
What is something surprising that you were afraid of as a child? Like, it's not surprising that I was afraid at the deep end of the pool, thinking that there was a shark in there. Almost everybody I know had the same irrational fear that there was a shark in the deep end of the pool. You're from Ohio. Did you even have pools?
We did. It was 3.5 feet deep. It was above ground.
No, they're below ground in Florida, which is weird, actually. Anyway, something I was afraid of that's surprising as a kid.
I think every kid had that thing where, like, you're afraid that if you turned off the lights and walked slowly, that something was going to grab you. But one of my biggest fears as a kid was when I was, like, at night, like, looking through the blinds. I was always afraid I was going to open the blinds and someone was going to be standing there,
that would be so
just
scary.
staring back at me.
Movie theater bathrooms. Terrified of movie theater bathrooms. Thank you, Scream 2. And Scary Movie 2. Either way.
That's fair.
What?
Something. Let's go a little lighthearted. What was your favorite food growing up?
Oh, favorite food growing up? Chinese food. Pretty much anything. Dumplings, egg rolls, lo mein, mugu gai pan, any kind of Chinese food. I would have given you all my money for Chinese food.
Taco Bell.
All right.
Hands down, Taco Bell.
Not surprised. You surprised about mine?
No. Now, what is your favorite meal now?
Meal?
Yeah.
Ramen.
Taco
Japanese
Bell.
food of any kind.
Taco Bell.
I think I just switched countries. Although Chinese food is good too, but, like, I prefer Japanese.
I'm a creature of habit. Taco Bell.
And yet you never get it.
I know.
He likes my cooking too. Don't even let him make you think he doesn't.
I didn't say I don't. But it says what's my favorite.
My mom's matzo ball soup.
Taco Bell.
He doesn't like that. He doesn't like matzo balls. How am I supposed to be with you?
Like this? I guess I can deal with your, lack of enjoyment of something I like.
No, it's kind of okay though, because that means I get all the matzo balls, and then I have my mom or I make a side of pasta that we put in that he can have instead of matzo balls. So he basically has, like, vegetable soup, and I have matzo ball soup. It's kind of great.
All right. What was the first album you ever owned?
First full-length album?
Yes.
Or CD in general?
First album.
That I personally have ever owned.
Yes.
That I purchased myself and owned.
Yes.
Alanis Morissette, Jagged Little Pill.
Mine was a cassette. It was Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
That you purchased yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I was so proud that I bought that. I thought it was the coolest thing.
All right.
They're like, people are like, what's Mark Wahlberg?
Actually, there are probably a couple of the youngins on here that's going to be like, who's Marky Mark? And then you say Mark Wahlberg, they're like, what, really? Yes.
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg used to be Marky Mark of Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Which he actually will refuse to answer any questions about to this day. So, if you ever have a chance to interview him, don't ask it or he'll end the interview.
Yeah.
Let's see. How does your life compare to how you imagined it growing up? I'm not Batman.
I'm not on a starship. Wow, really
we're
disappointing.
Very disappointed.
My life is nothing like I imagined it would be when I was growing up. I never could have imagined how amazing my life is. I never could have imagined the incredible things that I get to do on a weekly, monthly, daily basis. Ever. I imagined probably a more simple life than I could dream of, you know. How about you?
Honestly, I mean, I joke about being Batman, but I wanted to be Batman. I also really wanted to be an actor, but I think little me would have, like, if little me saw me now, he'd be like, "You work at a bank?" Like, ew. But little me thought that he was going to be a video game creator. So,
But did little you think that you'd be traveling around the world as a performer?
No.
Did little you think your wife would be this hot?
Little me would be like...
Doesn't answer the question!
No, little me... I had to. No, little me would have been really surprised that I was traveling and performing and that I managed to get such an amazing wife. That is hot, beautiful.
Another piece of pie.
That is hot, beautiful, amazing, intelligent, a pain in my butt, and really cool.
Okay, you may have thought you would have a hotter wife, but there's no way you thought you could have had a smarter one.
No. No. All right, and number 10, what was...
He at least imagined his wife to have boobs. Go ahead and ask the question.
What was your dream job when you were a kid?
Dream job, as in, let's leave Batman and Captain Janeway out of it.
Yeah.
Dream job as a kid, singer, songwriter, and stage performer.
Video game maker or animator?
I really wanted to be like Madonna. That was what I envisioned, is that I would be this big shot star like Taylor Swift is now, or Madonna was back in the day, or Britney without the shaving of the head in the 2006. But I mean, I am doing all that. Not the shaved head. But I am doing everything that I wanted to do as that job, but I think it didn't come with the incredible fame and fortune that every kid imagines it would. But I think I'm happier for it. So
nice. Yeah, I really wanted to be either like I said, I went back and forth. I either wanted to be an entertainer, like some kind of like actor. That was like, I wanted to be an actor so bad, but then I was like, I really wanted to make video games because I wanted to make games that were up to my standards that I wanted.
okay.
And then, were you popular in high school?
Oh, I was so unpopular that I wanted to audition for the cheerleading squad, and the cheerleaders said that they would kick my butt if I even showed up to auditions. I had cheers made up about me by the cheerleading team in a negative way. I was that unpopular. I was the girl, I was like the pre-makeover girl in every 90s movie that never got a makeover until I joined a goth band, and then I got a hell of a makeover because I definitely glowed up.
I was the most popular kid in my high school.
Wow.
I was also the only kid in my high school because I homeschooled.
Yeah.
So. But no, before that, no.
You're the class clown, right?
Yeah, middle school and elementary school, not the popular kid. I was the class clown and the annoying kid. Let's see. What was your favorite subject or favorite school subject growing up?
Are we counting electives?
Yeah.
Okay, then it was orchestra.
Art.
Are not counting electives. What was it?
I liked history.
Math.
I like math
hated
up to a certain
history.
point.
Couldn't stand history. They kept wanting me to learn about violent things, and I'm like, I don't want to watch that. I don't want to read about it. And so I hated the class.
That's fair. Let's see. Oh, number 13. Was there an embarrassing fashion moment in your adolescence?
My entire adolescence.
We grew up in the 90s and the 80s. There was plenty of embarrassing.
I was never really embarrassed, though. I liked the way that I dressed. I was comfortable with what I was wearing. I'll even be honest, I had a condition called hyperhidrosis when I was younger. So I sweat like crazy. And so it doesn't matter what I wore, I would end up with like wet stains like under here by like 2 hours into my day. And it was just a thing that I had, and eventually there was like a medicine I could take for it that fixed it, but like in high school I didn't have that. So I was mostly wearing like velvet and velour because it doesn't show up on that material. So if you sweat a lot and you're looking for something that's not going to show that, velvet or velour is the only material I knew that wouldn't show that. Let me just remind you that I went to school in South Florida, so you can imagine how freaking hot I was all the time. But other than having to wear velvet and have people ask me why I was wearing that in July, I think what could have been an embarrassing moment is that my best friend, her name is Raven, she wore all black and like trench coats and like spiked collars and black eyeliner, and she was like hella goth, right? I was more of like a punk skater, but I was also a troll even back then. And so once a week I would dress in all white because we would walk with each other around school, and I just thought it was funny. So that could have been embarrassing if I got embarrassed about it, but I didn't because I thought it was freaking hilarious. She did too.
My mom would buy me pants that were super snug because she thought they looked cute, and I'd get beat up for it.
Aww.
Because, everybody was wearing a little baggier clothes and stuff. No, not me. Nope.
Parents
Thanks, Mom.
don't always know best.
Thanks, Mom. What's your definition of romance?
Bonfire night at the Vulcan nightclub.
Lady Gaga. No.
I mean, our definition of romance it goes back to the love language thing. So if you want to get romantic with me and make me feel really special and make me feel loved, it's acts of service, doing sweet things for me or thoughtful things for me. That's romantic to me. And then romantic to you is what?
Just hang out with me. Just chill,
we're
watch
really
a movie.
romantic people if you haven't figured that out already. I would have to say, like, movie-wise, the most romantic movie I've ever seen,
Kill
obviously, wow. Obviously, like, Addams Family.
Oh, yeah.
Gomez and Morticia, like, that is the embodiment of true romance. So.
Yeah, Raul Julia and
Angelica
Houston were just...
They portrayed him beautifully.
Let's see. Do you see yourself having kids? If so, how many?
I would really, really like some kids, okay?
No.
I know our HOA says we can't have any, but I want some. I want at least like 2 or 3.
People are look, we'd have to keep them in the backyard, and there's not a big backyard.
That's why the HOA thinks we can't have them.
Let me ask you this. Do you guys think it's wrong to keep your kids in the backyard?
Where else would you keep them?
We could give them like a little barn thing that they could sleep in.
I think they get it by now. We're talking about goats.
Yeah.
I really, really want a couple of baby goats, and unfortunately our yard is not very big, and our HOA will not allow it. I already checked. So, other than that, no, we will not be having kids. Absolutely not. Neither one of us ever wanted kids.
We both teach dance, and we both own a studio, so no, we have enough kids.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, I've got 4 18-year-old seniors that just went to prom, and another senior that went to prom a couple weeks ago, and I'm crying, and they're not even my kids.
So no, either both sides. No. Do you believe in soulmates?
Yes, I do. I don't believe in it the way that other people do. Like, if you were to ask me if you and I are soulmates, I don't know. I really don't know. But I have experienced two people being made of the same soul, the same light. I have experienced that, and it doesn't always mean it's in like a romantic kind of way.
There's just somebody that's you.
You are a piece of the same thing that someone else is a piece of. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, I agree with that. I don't believe soulmates have to be a romantic or anything like that. It's just someone that you have a certain type of connection with that you don't have with somebody else.
I like the word from World of Warcraft, soulbound.
Yeah.
They used that word for like equipment that gets like...
That's yours.
In Final Fantasy terms, it's rare X. Like, it's yours. You can't trade it. No one else can have it. But I like the word soulbound. I like that a little bit better than soulmates. Because mates has like a romantic connotation to it. Or at least, I don't know. But like, I feel like people can be soulbound to one another. If that makes sense. So.
All right. Let me skip that one.
Okay.
Skip that one.
There's a couple of extra deep questions about things we don't talk about on this channel.
No. Oops. Do you think it's more important to be smart or to be kind? Kinda smart.
I think that truly smart people are also kind because truly smart people see the benefit of being kind to each other, to animals, to people, to plants. You know, like there is a lot that can be gained from being kind, and I think it is the unintelligent people that don't see that. So I think you can only be both. Although I guess you could be kind and really, really dumb. But I think it's more important to be kind, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that I think it's more important to be kind than to be smart, just because you gotta be nice to people.
I really think that they go hand in hand.
Yeah. Would you rather be loved, respected, or admired?
Respected.
I
was like, do I have to pick? Do I have to choose between these three? Respected.
Yeah.
All right, let's do 3 more.
All right. Does your family have any traditions? Annoy the heck out of me.
Oh, is that really? Your family has traditions?
I mean,
they're a very traditional family.
Yeah, like growing up every Christmas Eve, we would go to my grandma's house and do the whole, like, my mom's side of the family. And then Christmas Day, we'd get up and do our Christmas thing. Then we would go over to my grandma's house on my dad's side.
Not just, like, on Christmas. You have, like, other traditions, too.
Yeah.
Mostly centered around holidays, but my family's got weird ones. Like, every Christmas, we go to the casino for lunch at the Jewish deli. That's a tradition.
It's really good. They have really good pickles.
Yeah. Yeah, we have like weird traditions in my family.
Yeah. So yeah, we have traditions. Yeah. Would you want to create any traditions in your family going forward?
I think we have. Because you and I started the Hanukkah thing, and we have sort of started the stay at home and be in onesies thing on Halloween. And mostly centered around holidays, but most traditions are. Yeah. But I think April 3rd has become a tradition. So, yeah.
That one, right? Yeah. What do you think is your best quality?
We answered about ourselves?
Yeah.
Crickets.
My best quality? I think it's my, like, caring and protective nature.
I would agree with that. I think mine is my ambition. I think so. I think or it's my worst quality.
They can go hand in hand.
Yeah, a little bit.
No, I agree with that. And then number 25 on this list. What qualities or character traits do you want to work on?
My ambition.
My motivation.
Yeah. For you.
Yeah.
I think for me, I would like to work on not having OCD. Like, that would be good. I think my impulsiveness I could work on. I'm very, very impulsive about things. So, what? I always think it through and then not act on it. I just impulsively think about it.
She
and
messages me, okay, so hear me out.
Yeah, pretty much daily. Let's do one more because it goes with it.
Okay. Wait, what?
Now we have to say it about each other.
Oh, what's one of my best qualities?
Well, I would have said your protective nature, but I'm gonna say your intelligence / resourcefulness. There is not anything on this planet you cannot do. There's not anything in this universe you cannot do that you cannot just learn from watching somebody do once. Like, you're really smart, and you're like MacGyver. As long as you have a knife and a safety pin, you're fine.
That's fair. I appreciate that. Honestly, your ability to do everything that you do and accomplish your dreams and accomplish your goals is just, I admire that.
You know how I do that?
How?
Lists.
I'm out of here.
All right, this was fun.
Yeah.
We'll probably do another installment because there are a lot of questions left and we didn't want to make this video too long. So thank you for joining us for this. These are interesting questions we've never asked each other.
Yeah.
So I'm enjoying this.
So if you're new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Slowly getting there. Help us out, please. I said please. Please. And if you enjoyed this video, if you learned something about us, hit that thumbs up. It just kind of shows us that you actually like us. Thumbs up for funny stuff. But no, thanks for hanging out with us. I'm Sean.
And I'm Jen.
And we're out of here. Bye.